Happy New Year, guys. So it is the 1st of January 2019 and I'm just giving you an update on my propagation station, and unfortunately they have all pretty much died. This one, which was looking hopeful, had a root system. It just literally perished, and I believe that it perished because I'm not changing the water often enough. That's what I actually think what my error was. I think some of the branches were perhaps too thin, but I definitely think that I am not changing the water enough. I was changing it every 3 days, and I think I should be changing it every day. And if you look at these two branches, which are the only two that are still alive, as you can see, one of them is a nice bright green. It seems to be still alive. It's got some flowers growing, but the other one behind it, even though they both have a root system, as you can see, it's quite a nice root system that has actually grown, but you see the colour difference. And also I'm noticing, which is making me think I'm not changing the water enough, is the rot. So I think this is a bit of an error. It's a bit of a schoolboy error, not changing the water enough and causing some kind of rot of the stem. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant the healthy one into soil, see if it takes. But then I'm also going to try and transplant some cuttings into soil. I'm going to make a sandbox. So I'm going to try a sandbox method. I might try a couple more in the water. I think that I'll try it again and just change the water every day and see if that will help it. Help the actual stem stay healthy and not mold. So guys, yeah, so my next video is going to be the sandbox video, where I'm going to try to make some sandboxes and try and just put the cutting straight into sand, and let's see how that goes. But unfortunately, yeah, this is a bit of a fail, but it's okay. We'll try again, and hopefully this will take in some soil. So yeah, today I'm doing something kind of exciting. I'm going to be attempting to create a propagation sandbox. I've seen a few tutorials online, I've read up about it, and it seems pretty simple, and we seem to live in an area that has the kind of sand that will be very suitable. And we have some trays. I'll show you the trays I'm going to use. So these trays that I'm going to fill just with sand are 45 centimeters by 30, and they're about 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters deep. These trays we bought from agricultural centre here in South Africa. They've already got the holes drilled in the bottom. And so yeah, I'm going to go and collect sand literally just from outside. So yeah, let's go and do that. Okay guys, so I'm just outside now. We haven't planted in this soil, so it should be quite full of nutrients still. Our sand, I'll show you, it comes as quite fine but also coarse. You can see it's got quite a lot of rocks in it. This is quite a fine area. So I'm just going to fill these boxes now with this sand. Okay, so I've collected all the sand. There seems to be quite a lot of debris of root system from probably grass and weeds. We'll see how that fares within it. I probably preferred not to have any of those things kind of impeding any other growth. Hopefully they won't germinate and create new plants. Hopefully there'll just be twigs that will help with drainage. But anyway guys, what I'm going to do now is just water them. I'm going to wet the soil through, and then I'm going to start adding the cuttings. Sweet peppers. There's going to be a variety of peppers in these cuttings. It's going to be mainly sweet peppers, but yeah. So I'm going to go and collect the cuttings, and I'm going to start adding them. Okay guys, so I've got all my cuttings, my sweet pepper cuttings. I'm going to be keeping the trays in these bags. As you can already see, there's already humidity after I wet it. So it will be nice and humid in there. So I'm going to strip some of the leaves back and take off any of the buds that are there. And then I'm going to start placing them. Okay guys, so I've finished cutting, trimming, but this is pretty much what they're looking like. I took the buds off, and these are some quite thick ones, so hopefully they'll do well, because the thicker ones I noticed do better from when I've propagated the tomatoes. If you check out the video, the link will be in the description for when I've propagated in just in water itself. So yeah guys, so now I'm just going to add them. I'm not too sure as well on spacing, so I'm just kind of roughly space them how I believe, kind of like spacing wise, how they'd grow. Give them enough room to make roots, but obviously try and fit quite a few in there. I don't think there's that too many. Okay guys, so now I am going to start placing the cuttings. Now before I put them into the tub, I'm going to help out the root with some natural kind of root development agent, and all I'm using is honey. So this is 100% natural honey, and what they suggest to do is to literally just dip the honey, the stem, the bottom of the stem in the honey, and then literally just slot it in. So as I said guys, this is the first time I'm doing this, so it's going to be the first time knowing whether or not honey is going to be any good, whether or not I chose the right branches, whether or not these are really gonna take. This is my very first time guys, so yeah, I'm going to finish this off and then show you what the final product looks like. Okay guys, so the bags are all ready for here. I'm leaving them by a window that gets a lot of daylight, pretty much all of it. Not direct, but hopefully there is enough sunlight. And I had to doubled the bags just to kind of hold the moisture in, because unfortunately the bags were too short. So hopefully this keeps the moisture in. I can see some condensation happening. See condensation in there as well. So yeah, that's got nice and humid. So as soon as I see some roots, I will give you an update.